Today we're answering the question, why caregivers avoid conflict. Well, conflict in any relationship can be very uncomfortable if we have no experience dealing with conflict or responding to conflict, or we lack the confidence, which is the case in many situations, about how to even respond or have these conversations. I'm Pamela D Wilson. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. Please share this video with other people you know who are looking for hope, help, and support in caregiving and all types of life relationships. So let's talk about the confidence to be able to navigate situations where people disagree, or there's information over here, and it just doesn't make any sense and you don't know what to do. So your aging parents may be looking at you when you say, Mom or Dad, we should do this. And your parents are saying, I don't think so. I'm not going to do that. Well, it's because you may not be providing enough information. Then when you get into working with the healthcare system, doctors, hospitals, nursing homes, wow, that can be very intimidating. Even your parents can be intimidating. Some of your siblings can be intimidating if they are condescending or act like you don't know what you're doing. And that is where having the confidence and having facts and having appropriate information to respond with gives you the confidence to manage through these conflicted situations. Many times in caregiving, though, you don't even know what conversations you should be having. You don't know what's important because you've never done this before. You're in this for the very first time. Many caregivers will say, well, I'll just set that aside. I won't talk about it. And they hope that if they don't talk about it, that somehow magically it goes away. Well, it doesn't go away. If you're noticing a change in health or something else, or your parents' abilities are getting weaker or worse, that is not going to get better. And it's important to have conversations about that to avoid it from really getting worse. How many of you avoid conflict because you're in what I call avoidance move? You don't pay attention because you're too stressed and you're too anxious, and it's like, oh, I don't have time to deal with that. I'm going to put it aside. I'm going to put it over there. And all of a sudden it turns into a huge problem later. Sometimes you may not want to recall information because it's so stressful or it's unpleasant. A lot of people don't want to be disappointed by looking at the facts of a situation. And a couple of very simple examples there. How many of you get on the scale every day so you know what your weight is? Or how many of you don't because you're afraid to get on to see what that number is? Ugh, it's stressful. It adds stress to your life. But doing it and then taking the actions to maintain your weight can actually be very positive. Imagine getting on that scale and seeing the number that you want to see. Oh my gosh, what an accomplishment. So with conflict, with all of these family situations, what you want to look at is ask yourself, why am I avoiding talking about this situation? Do I not have enough information? Do I lack confidence to initiate the conversation? Have I not done enough research? Do I not know how to manage my emotions to respond in situations where there's conflict? Having your temper or blowing up does not help conversations. You want to be calm when you have these situations and conversations. You want to be factual. You want to be pleasant. You want to smile. You want to say, look, we're trying to work this out together. So until you understand your fears about why you're afraid to deal with conflict and what actions you should take, these caregiving situations can continue to go off track for years in your life and create a lot of short and long-term problems that really you don't have to face alone. I'm Pamela D Wilson. Please visit my website. So much help for caregivers and aging adults about managing family relationships and relationships with doctors and providers and nursing homes and everything on my website. I hope to see you again soon in another video. Thank you for joining me today. Please hit the share button. Tell other people about these videos and my website, PamelaDWilson.com.